Okay, happy Easter, everybody. Thank you for tuning into the channel. I am Donovan Sadiq, as you know, the Inland Empire Informer, and I'm just here to get you ready and prepared because we are going into the political season, and the political season is going to be hot. Now, remember, we have right now, unofficially, well, really officially, 3 races that we've got to be concerned about. The 2nd district, the 4th district, and the mayor. As you know, the mayor runs for office every 2 years. There's a possible recall, once again, of Victoria, the criminal Baca. Now, if those of you guys have been following my channel, you notice that I did put a thing up on her last district meeting. Notice in that video, she kept saying we. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're doing a district meeting, shouldn't that meeting just pertain to issues in the district? And, you know, we all know the ramifications of who really does this and how government really works. And if you listen to my friend Roy Blecker, you know, he'll say, well, does it really matter? It does matter to me and other people like me. I want to hear what she has done specifically in the district of District 1. I don't want to hear what the city's doing. I can go to the city meeting and find that out, or, you know, wherever I'm going to go. So I want you guys to get ready because a unofficial rumor has emerged that a Dr. Mary McBean, who is a resident of District 1, she is, I've heard, and it's been passed around, that she might be considering running for office in District 1 or the mayor. I'm not exactly sure which. But also remember at that meeting, if you saw the video, you will see Dr. McBean walk up. And I've talked to Dr. McBean many times. But I've also told you people here that as the Inland Empire Informer, I'm going to tell the truth to the best of my knowledge, no matter what side of the issue you're on. I can care less, because the reason I can care less is because I know what's going on and I know the game. And unfortunately, our political system is set up to have 2 opposing sides. When a 3rd side rises, these 2 opposing sides, that strategy won't work. So what those 2 opposing sides do is they attack the 3rd party. So it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you're pro-Baca, you're against Baca. This is how the system works. Now, either Dr. McBean has been talked into running in District 1 to help split the vote in this district if Victoria Baca gets placed on the recall roster again, which I believe she will. And she is scared shitless because she knows, just like everybody else knows, if she gets put on that recall roster again, she will be recalled. Because as you saw in the video, the question that I asked was very fair. It was very straight to the point. It's almost as if I'm asking you your name. What have you done specifically? And she couldn't articulate one thing that she has done for the district. And these are the things I try to point out. Now, if Dr. McBean, and I'm going to call her by her title, even though this is America and we don't believe in titles, if Dr. McBean is running, I want you to also remember something that Dr. McBean has said in public and has said several times. She doesn't believe Victoria Baca isn't doing a good job. She thinks Victoria Baca is doing a great job. But then when you ask Dr. McBean, well, to do a great job, you got to have a definition of what is that great job. And as I've proven and others have proven, she's been back on the seat for 2 years and she couldn't articulate one thing. So Dr. McBean, what is it that she's doing a good job at? If anything, it's doing a good job at doing nothing and getting paid for it. So those of you that might be supporting Dr. McBean, that brings into question her judgment capabilities in the regards of political status. What measurement is she using to judge Victoria Baca? Now, if you're asking me, a political analyst, she's been here 2 years. I went to the meeting. She couldn't articulate one thing that she has done in the district. I'll even help her out. Adrian Mitchell Park. A lot of things have happened over there. I live in a predominantly Hispanic neighborhood. Predominantly now it's Hispanic. We don't even have a bathroom. Could Victoria Baca get us a porta potty over there? I'm tired of seeing little Hispanic kids defecating on the side of the park near the wall there and peeing on the wall and stuff. I mean, that's something that she could do. I've emailed it and I brought it up on several accounts. Look at the other districts, look at the other parks. They have bathrooms. We're the only park that I'm aware of that doesn't have a bathroom. And I wonder why. You want to know why? Because it's in District 1. That's why. Now, the Victoria Baca talks about a new hotel coming here and all these other things. You're building hotels for what? When I talk to people in the Inland Empire and I say, you know, why don't you come over to Moreno Valley? There's nothing to go come to Moreno Valley for unless they're coming to view warehouses. We don't have a golf course anymore. There's nothing here that would attract anybody other than, thank God, we still have a somewhat of a base that we can have an air show and people will come whenever we have an air show, which is like every 2 years. So there's a lot of things. You guys have really got to do your research. And I know a lot of Hispanic people, by culture, they support their own, and that's what I try to talk about on my other shows of how black people have to start supporting their own. We are quick to support other people. But I'm going to tell my Hispanic friends and neighbors at the same time, I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. What I'm telling you is make sure you know who you're voting for. Just because somebody looks like you and they sound like you doesn't mean they're for you. And Victoria Baca has been on that seat for 2 years. And she could not articulate one thing she has done for her district. And I want you to talk about that. And another Highland Fairview employee that was there, and real quick, if you looked at the video, go back and check it out, less than 30 people showed up. Now, unfortunately, the meeting was right across the street from my house, so I'm going to show up. Out of the less than 30 people that showed up, I would say 16 to 20 of them were Highland Fairview employees. So what does that tell you? Highland Fairview is gearing up their political machine, and we're going to get ready to get into it one more time. Also, once again, we were proven right about the WLC. Without a proper EIR, to circumvent that, and unfortunately, I know Ito, he's, as a person, don't have a problem with that. As a businessman, I have a problem with him. You are spending more money trying to circumvent the system than trying to do it the right way the first time. So if you want to, get ready for some more tri-tips and all that other stuff. The bottom line is that WLC is not going to go forward because as well as a lot of us that know logistics, you cannot pass the EIR requirements. And that's going to be your biggest thing. So all these talks of jobs and the WLC, what it's going to bring 25 years from now, more than half of you people that are living here now, especially you young people, you're not going to be living here in 25 years. I can guarantee that. So do your homework on these people. Also, I want you to remind you, this piece of shit right here, his name is Evan Moron Morgan. He's on the school board. He believes in forcible rape. He also believes in homophobic and racial tweets. Of course, he won't call you a nigger or a spick to your face, but because he's afraid to get his ass kicked. But this guy's a piece of shit, and he is around your children in the Moreno Valley Unified School District. Just want you to be aware that here's somebody who is backed by Highland Fairview money, supports Victoria Baca. These people have an agenda, so do your homework. This guy is a piece of shit, and there's video to prove it. I've said it. A lot of other blogs have said it. He's admitted that he's a piece of shit. So when people say, well, how can you say that? Once again, if what I'm saying is not true, have him refute it. He can't because he knows it's true, and he's around your children. I'm Donovan Sadiq, the Inland Empire Informer. I will be back with more quick, fast videos as fast as I can get them out there. Please check out Demetra Kay. She's live on Facebook on Sundays. She talks about all kinds of issues that are dealing with the black community. We also have a show on Tuesdays where we're talking about all kinds of issues that deal with the whole community as a whole. Also be aware, the golf course project, they've got the Planning Commission, I guess, now set. I believe there's going to be a meeting on the 7th. Do not quote me on that, but I believe Eric Hefner, the CEO and the chairman and the president, He's going to have a meeting probably at the golf course on the 7th. Please tune into Pastor Don's weekly devotional on Tuesday. We're going to give you more information on that. If we can get that golf course up and running, that'll be something for the community that we can do that's going to be positive, and maybe you could attract people to Moreno Valley. But with a bunch of warehouses, you're not going to get a lot of people coming here just to come here. Here's the real truth why they are building all of these hotels. When you've got 15,000 additional trucks coming to your city, some of these trucks being long haulers need a place to rest up and get cleaned up. And they have no problem checking into the nearest motel. Now, that is why they're building all these hotels and motels. Now, I hope that the city planners and the idiot mayor and the criminal Baca and all the rest of them have a plan to park all of these trucks. We do not have the truck infrastructure in place right now. You have to address that first. Building these hotels, that's all good and great. So you're going to build this fabulous hotel motel with a bunch of trucks parked in front of it. Think about it. I'm Donovan Sadiq. I'm the Inland Empire Informer. We'll talk to you guys again later.